Hey YouTube, this is Joe. I'm going to teach you a little bit about joggling technique. Um, to joggle effectively, I think, or efficiently, and to not get dizzy a lot, I think one of the first things is look ahead of you. Learn to juggle good enough so we can look all around you without looking directly at the props in front of you. So that's the key point number one, is you have to be able to eventually learn how to joggle while looking forward and around you. At first you might have to look at them straight down, but eventually you'll be able to look straight ahead and just see the tops of the balls in your periphery right here. Number two, good form with your throws. You shouldn't have to throw way up here to see the balls. Your running stride and arm form is like this, and really all you're doing is, I do maybe an inch little toss, and I don't even have to do it because every time my arm moves I just toss it once. So it comes maybe belly button to chest high. That's how my throws are, and that's the most energy efficient. You're really not having to throw it, you just do a little toss naturally, because when you run your arms are going to go up a little bit, so you don't have to make an effort to throw like this in juggling really. In juggling you might do a little bit more of that, a little higher depending on what pattern, but in joggling you should be able to, on the basic 3-ball cascade, you should be able to stay real close without even moving your arms. So you shouldn't be up here. I just think you shouldn't, because it's more efficient. Your arms should be at 90 degrees mainly, and should be around here, and that saves a lot of energy, keeps you focused straight ahead, and it just seems more like good technique. It's good technique in juggling, so it seems like in joggling too. Third thing, I'm wearing Vibram 5 fingers, and I've noticed since I started training and running in these, that my steps and my running form has changed. I have a little bit quicker steps, and I bend my knees more, so it means I have to speed up the joggling or the juggling pattern. Whereas I was wearing shoes, my stride was a little longer. Now that I'm wearing Vibram 5 fingers, it's shorter. So it's made me change my my juggling pattern to match the running. And that's step technique 3 or whatever I'm on, is the joggling or the juggling part works around your running, not the other way around. The juggling doesn't dictate your running. Your running dictates your juggling. So like if you're running fast and real quick steps, your arms will do naturally, and your cadence will match that. So once again, you don't have to pay attention so much to your throws unless you're first beginning, but your throws and how high and where they go, and it will naturally kind of pair up with your steps. So that's a key thing. You don't really have to try to focus on throwing so much. Once you get used to it, it just pairs up naturally, and your running speed or cadence determines how quick and how high or where you're throwing it. So that's the key. You don't have to really control your juggling. Let the juggling come naturally based on how fast you're going, if you're sprinting, if you're jogging slow. So those are my pointers. Other than that, be relaxed. Relaxation, having kind of a sense of awareness of your environment's good, and having fun. Try some joggling tricks. Just like juggling, you don't have to sit there and do the same pattern while you're joggling. Try many tricks. Throw it over a building. Well, maybe not a building. Throw it over a big light post or a sign or something. Man, I'm bad at those penguin catchers right now. Just throw it over something, do some around the backs. Experiment. You can do any juggling pattern pretty much while joggling if you practice at it enough. And one technique for juggling patterns. When you're doing a pattern, just like when you started out joggling, you probably had to look at the props, and then you eventually got better where you can look straight ahead of you. Same thing when you're learning the half shower. I first had to look at them. Now I don't have to look at them anymore. Same with the windmill. I can look directly at them, and I do sometimes, but you just get better and better at it where you don't have to look at it in your look straight at it. You can look at it in your peripheral. So there's only about 2 or 3 tricks I can do really with going long with not looking directly at them, but it's good to practice it. And since you're really only using some of these tricks for a short distance, maybe 10 feet, you don't really have to focus straight ahead of you. You can actually look at them and still joggle effectively. Main reason you want to develop looking forward, that habit, is because I don't know about you, but I got real dizzy when I first started looking straight at them, and you won't last long if you're looking at them directly all the time. It just seems like it would make you dizzy, and you're not paying attention to your what's in front of you. So those are my pointers for technique. Enjoy joggling, have good technique, and enjoy yourself. We'll see you later.